Why do I always have to be the bad guy? But I guess in life, someone has to be. It is a responsibility I take with such pride. I remember being in a family gathering party, and there were kids around, as well as a lot of food, and nobody was brave enough to be the bad person and ruin it for everybody. I kept fighting with myself to be the bad guy again, and that I cannot keep being the bad guy, and that one day somebody else would have to do it. Then, when I saw that nobody was being the bad guy, I decided to ruin the party by destroying the food, saying horrible things to the people, and pushing a child over. I didn't want to be the bad guy, but I had to, as there always needs to be a bad guy at an event. Then in the summer, there was a swimming pool event where all sorts of people went into the pool and everything was going alright. Then I realized everyone was ignoring the fact that somebody has to be the bad guy and ruin the event. I kept telling myself over and over again that somebody else should do it for once and that I should just enjoy myself. I felt wrong though to try and ignore the elephant in the room, and waiting on somebody else is always a failure. So I started running people by dragging them to the bottom of the pool, but luckily nobody died. They were all shouting at me, and I got no appreciation for being the bad guy. As a bad guy, everyone is able to blame me and form a relationship with themselves. It is a heavy responsibility to be the bad guy. I was so angry why I always have to be the bad guy, or why I always choosing myself, and why couldn't someone else just do it? The absolute coward. Lately in my area, nothing bad was happening, and I knew that I had to do something about that. I had to be the bad guy and make something terrible happen, and it is a responsibility only the strongest can maintain. I kidnapped a few people and buried them alive, and now the whole town is in panic. I am also creating a job for newspaper to write about new opening for detective and specialists. As a bad guy, I know I don't always have to be the bad guy, but nobody else do it, so I do it. I got once told that no one's choose to be the bad, and that isn't an actual job. That there doesn't need to be a bad guy, but a load of BS.